Before the lunch break, we have seen how to create a pivot table. Based on the pivot table, how to change the formulas, how to create our own formulas. But the challenge in pivot is whenever you make some changes in source pivot, it will not get updated. We have to refresh it. But when you add the data in the pivot, it will not get updated. For that, what we did is we have converted our source table into a dynamic table so that your data will get updated, and we have seen various advantages in dynamic table. Now, as I indicated, this session is going to be 100% practical with more tasks. So the next one, exercise number 2. Whenever I do some activity, I want everyone to practice that same activity. And after practicing the same activity, I will give you another example to do the same activity. So I will teach you the pivot table. I will give you one more example to do the pivot table so that we can have more practice. When you practice, and practice only, you can understand the concept. While you are doing practice, while you are doing a task, I'm going to check who is going to do it much faster. யார் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக கரெக்டாக பண்ண போறீங்கன்றதையும் செக் பண்ணணும். Based on the fastest fingers, you will get some scores. Cricket score. Who is finishing first? It's only for the offline people, not for the online, because online I will not check who is finishing very fast. So who is finishing first, you will get a sixer. Second, 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Tomorrow evening we'll consolidate it. Who is coming on top 3, top 5, you will get a certification of excellence with Microsoft Logo. Okay, so take it seriously. Let us see who is our first opening batsman or batswoman. We'll see. So first we will convert the come to the exercise number 02. First we will convert this table into a dynamic table. That's not your task. We will convert the table first into dynamic table. How do we do it? Control T or Control L. I'll make this table as a dynamic table. And we have location, we have asset category, we have vendor name, cost type and facility cost, electrical unit maintenance request, ANC, budget, actual, budget variances. In the location wise, we have some budgets. So let us give some name. I will give some name, meaningful name for this table. So let us go to the table design, and it says table 2, and I will give some name. Location is budget. So location, budget. I'm just giving some name for my understanding. Okay. Now based on this table, this is the table. Based on this table, what I want you all to do here is, based on this table, I want you all to create a report. Same sheet or different sheet is your wish. Either you can create a report on the same sheet or you can create a report on the different sheet. But I want you all to create a report like this. Create a report like this. I want you to create a report like this. Create a pivot, location wise, cost type wise, location wise, cost type, each location. Bangalore, Chennai, Coimbatore, Hosur, Hyderabad. Same sheet or different sheet is your wish. Location wise, cost type wise. There is something called as cost type wise. Cost type wise, location wise, cost type wise. I want you to create this table. Sum of facility cost, sum of maintenance request, sum of actual spend, sum of budget. So this is the report which I want you to create. This is the report which you have to create. Same sheet or different sheet is your wish. Either on the same sheet or different sheet. Sir? Same thing, similar. Same sheet or different sheet is your wish. If you have completed, you can call me. I will come to your system and I'll, who have done first, second, third, I will come fourth. Yes, very good. Okay, almost most of us did this. Let me try this. Place the cursor on the table, then insert, pivot, new sheet or existing sheet is your wish. So let us go to pivot. Most of you, I think you are created in a new sheet. That's also okay. Existing sheet. Existing sheet means I have to select some location here. I selected the location and okay. Now tell me what is the report we want. Location wise, then cost type wise, then tell me the report. I forgot what are all the columns you wanted. Facility cost, maintenance request, actual spend, budget variance, budget. Okay, not budget variance. Okay, budget. Okay, super. So we got a report, location wise and cost type wise. What is sum of facility, sum of maintenance request, sum of actual spend, and sum of budget. But if you already converted this table into a tabular form, you will get that Bangalore in a separate column, Chennai plant and Coimbatore plant in a separate column. But now I want this to be in a separate column. Bangalore should be in a separate column and this capex maintenance should be in a separate column. How can I do that? Design, report layout, show in tabular form. And how can I make this Bangalore, Chennai to be repeated here? Report layout, repeat all item label. Very good. This report is done. Now what I want you to do is this report, the same report, arrange the report like this. This report has to be arranged like this. That is, first I want Chennai, then I want Coimbatore, then Osur, then Bangalore, then Hyderabad, then Pune. It should be in this order. எனக்கு இந்த ஆர்டரிங்கில் தான் இருக்கணும். It should be in this order. And average of budget variance and percentage of actual spend, that you should bring it to the first column here. Average of budget variance, percentage of spend, that should come on the first two columns. Rearrange, and this column has to be rearranged. Chennai should come first. Koncham minimize. I will minimize this just a minute. You will have a better view. First Chennai, first I should get Chennai, then Bangalore, then Coimbatore, then Osur, then Bangalore, then Hyderabad, then Pune. And find the actual and maintenance first, utility second, capex third, opex fourth. So in the order, table should be arranged like this. First, average of budget variance, the first column. Second column is percentage of actual spend, overall percentage of actual spend. Chennai plant, what is the percentage spent? Coimbatore plant, what is the percentage spent? And Osur plant, what is the percentage spent? So the percentage spent to first two columns are that should be the first two columns. Average of budget variance and the percentage of actual spend. This should come as first two columns, and first Chennai irukano, second Coimbatore, third Osur, fourth order. Change it to the percentage format. Very good. To arrange the table, then average of budget variance and percentage of actual spend. The first two columns. That's all. Same table. Already you created a table. Other table. Same table you have to do this. No need for creating a new table. Same table you have to do this. Just now you have created a table on the table. Only drag and drop or type it or right click. Move option. Drag for the drop on right click on the move on. Type on. Not some average amount. Yes, yes. I will have to. Okay, very good. Most of you did this. Let me try this first. How to bring this? What is the order we want this? First, I want Chennai. So how can I bring the Chennai to the top? One is you can make a right click, and there is an option called as move upwards, or move to the beginning. So Chennai is up. After Chennai, I want Bangalore. You can drag and drop also. So Coimbatore, I want next. So you can drag it and put it onto the top. Then third, I think we want the Hosur unit should come on the third position. And then Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune. Correct? And then this should be in a different order. Can you tell me which cost type should come first? Capex, maintenance. Oh, maintenance could come first. Maintenance is first. Drag that maintenance to the first. And second one is utility should be the tech second. Drag and drop or right click. Capex and OPEX. This is fine. Now, what they asked is they want this actual spend, budget variance percentage, and change it to actual spend of government. First to budget variance. Let us bring the budget variance here. I'll drag the budget variance and bring it to the sigma. You can bring it to the last, or you can bring it after the first also, because I want it as the first column. Or you can bring it to the last, then drag and drop it. I will bring it to the first column. But here they don't want the sum of this, they want the average of this. Right click, summarize value by, we'll convert it into a average. So we are getting an average here. Then next what they want is actual spend should be the percentage. So let us bring the actual spend. Already there is an actual spend. We'll bring one more time this actual spend here. Now can I convert this as a percentage format? Right click, O value as percentage of grand total. That's all. Out of 100 percentage, Chennai plant, what is the percentage? Coimbatore plant, what is the percentage? Ojur, what is the percentage? Bangalore, Hyderabad, what is the percentage? We got percentages. I will change the heading. Unfortunately, heading will not change. You have to change the heading. Percentage of actual spend. Okay. Now the same report, in the same report, finally what I want you to do here is create a calculated field. You have to create an extra column here. That column name is budget variance, which is budget minus actual. You have to create a calculated field. I told you, don't create a formula inside a pivot, inside a table. Always create a formula inside a pivot table, calculated field. Last session we did it. That discount 5% into total. Similarly, I want you to create an extra column. That column name should be budget variance. The formula is budget minus actual. Budget minus actual. What is the budget variance? Budget minus actual should be the budget variance. Budget variance. There is a shortcut key for this also. Budget minus actual. A formula for this also. There is a shortcut key for this. There is a shortcut key for this also. Yes. Tell me, how can I do this? How do we create a calculated field? Analyze, then field items and sets, calculated. Or we have a shortcut key also. Super. Control Shift plus. Then what is the name of that column? Budget variance is the name of the column. What is the formula? You have to type it. Where is that? On the bottom, double click on the budget minus actual. That's all. Add. Okay. Yes. So we got some of the budget variances. Nothing new. These are all the things what we have learned in the morning session itself. You are redoing it one more time. Okay. Control Shift plus shortcut key, or go to the Analyze, Field Items and Sets, Calculated Field, and give a name for that formula. The name of the formula is Budget Variance. I cannot give the same name. That's why I'm What is the formula? Formula is delete that 0. budget minus, double click on that budget minus, double click on the actual spend. That's all. How to edit it? Go to the same field items and sets, same calculated field. There is an arrow mark available here. Click on the arrow mark. Your formula is there. Click it. Modify or edit. Oh, morning we have discussed this, right? Okay. So exercise number 03. Here we are going to see another very important concept. Before that, let us convert this table into an official Excel dynamic table. Let us convert this table into a dynamic table first. So you know the shortcut key Control T or Control L will convert this table into a dynamic table. I recommend it. Before creating any pivot, my recommendation is make it as a dynamic table. Okay. And what is the name of the table? Let us give some name for this table. The table name is, I think, city wise we have salesperson, order date, order ID. So I think these are all orders. So let us give something like orders. I'm just giving orders. These are all the sales order, purchase order, or something. So I'm just giving a name called as orders. Now, once again, same sheet or different sheet is your wish. Either you can do it on the same sheet or you can do it on the different sheet. Now I want you to create a report, another report like this. Find city wise, salesperson wise, each city wise, each salesperson wise. What is the count of order amount? What is the average of order amount? What is the sum of order amount? What is the percentage of order amount? It can be in different first count, second average, not like that. You can get first average, second count, third sum, that's okay. But I want all the 4 columns. And the 4 column ordering is different. Count can be first, second, or average can be first, second. That's your wish. But I want all the 4 columns. Count of order amount, average of order amount. Count of order ID. Percentage, where is percentage? Of order amount, average of order amount. Percentage is different. That's percentage. Last one more thing. Sir. Single. Single. Sir, I completed that. You are giving one more thing. You are giving last. I finished third, sir. After you only I finished. Okay. Yes. Tell me, how can I do this? Insert, pivot, then New sheet or existing sheet is your wish. I'll put into existing worksheet. Location is somewhere else here. Okay. City wise, let us bring the city into rows. Salesperson also into rows. Then bring the order amount to sigma. But I want to convert them to count. How can I convert it as count? Right click, summarize value by count. One more time, bring the order amount here. Right click, summarize value by average. Then one more time, bring the order amount to sigma. We got count, we got average, we got sum. One more time, bring the order amount to sigma. How can I convert it as percentage? Right click, show value as percentage of grand total. Heading has to be changed. Yes. With the last part of this exercise, in the exercise or last, we are going to see further more, but last part of this exercises. Same sheet, same table, I want you to create one more calculated field. Incentive. Calculated field is incentive. 7% of the order amount. That's all. 7% of order amount. What is the 7% of my order amount? That's it. Okay, tell me how can I do this? Field items and sets, calculated field, then field name is incentive, delete that 0, 7%, double click, add, okay. So we got sum of incentive value here. Superb. From the afternoon, you are getting some scores, right? 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out of 2-day session in Excel training, one person highest score till today. One person or highest score till today is this is the highest score for one person as of now. So why I am saying this is I want someone to break this record. We have free hit power play. free hit இருக்கு, power play இருக்கு, you can get some more scores. பார்க்கலாம். So who is beating that 168 last test? Huh? Test player. You are getting only singles. You have to play 2020, not test match. Okay. Come back to the same exercise number 3. Come back to the same exercise number 3. In this exercise number 3, we will create one more report. We have city, salesperson, order date, order ID, payment mode, and order amount. Now, I am going to create a report. Order date wise. What is sum of order amount? Order date wise, what is the sum of order? That's the report we are going to create. Place the cursor on the table. Go to insert. Place the cursor on the table. Go to insert once again. Go to pivot table again. Insert, pivot. New sheet or existing sheet once again. Your wish. I will put it into existing sheet. Location. Which location? Let us put into some other location. Maybe somewhere else here. Right side. Wherever you want. Or you can put it into a new sheet also. That's your wish. I'm putting into some location. Insert, pivot, existing worksheet, location, and I say okay. Order date wise. Could you tell me where can I drag and drop the order date? Order date into rows, order amount into sigma values. We got a report. But what is the difference between the earlier one and this one is, here we have dragged that year. What has happened, dragged that order date, what has happened is Microsoft Excel pivot table has automatically grouped by year wise. You can see year wise 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It has grouped by years here. But I want, can I see this years? I don't want it in years. Can I see it by month wise? Yes. Expand that year just by clicking on the plus symbol. When I click on the plus symbol, now 2020 is expanded by quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. If I expand quarter 1, you will get it by month wise. If I expand the month, you will get it by day wise also. Every day wise. But this is okay, fine. It's working fine. But I'm not satisfied with this. The reason is every time I cannot expand this. For example, 2020 I can see this. 2021 means once again 2021 also you have to expand and see it. 2022 you have to expand and see it. 2023 you have to expand and see it, which is a time consuming process. But I want to see a simple, easy report, yearly, monthly. Yearly, monthly, what is my total? So I want to see a report here. Very simple. Right click on this year. Anywhere else on the year, date or month, right click on the year, month or day, and go to this option called as group. There is an option available called as group, or you can use the shortcut key Alt Shift right arrow. Either right click and go to group, or use the shortcut key Alt Shift right arrow. Alt Shift right arrow will be the shortcut key for grouping, whichever is easier. So right click, both will land into the same area. Right click group, it's landing here. Alt Shift right arrow, same screen. Both are same screen. Now it's asking what is the report you want, whether you want it by seconds wise, minutes wise, hours wise, month wise, day wise, quarter wise, year wise. Let us say I don't want quarter wise. Quarter is as per the calendar quarter. First quarter is January, February, March. I don't want it. I want only yearly, monthly reports. So I remove that quarters and I say okay. So now you are getting yearly, monthly. Every year, every month. 2020 month-wise, 2021 month-wise, 2022 month-wise, 2023 month-wise, 2023, 24, 25. But still, I'm not convinced. We'll see better report. We'll see a better report. Alt Shift right arrow. Alt Shift right. Could you tell me how can I bring the years and months in a separate columns? Design, report layout, show in tabular form. Very good. But as I told, I am not convinced with this report. I want to see a better report now. I want to see a better report. For example, I want to compare to last year, how was my sales for, how was my orders for this year compared to last and this year. So, any one of this, I can see two things are available. One is years, another one is month. Any one, either year or month, drag and drop it to the columns. Any one. Either year or month, you have to drag and drop it to the columns. Tell me which I can drag. You suggest me which is the best one. Can I drag the years to columns? Can I drag the months to columns? Which looks good? Why? Why can't I drag the month? Values are lesser. Very good. Where the values are lesser, try to have it in columns. The values are more, try to have it in rows. What you said is correct. I think I have more month. I think 12 months are there. Years are only 5 or 6 years. So the lesser value, try to have it in columns. More value, try to have it in rows. So let us bring the years to columns. Now I can see a better report every year, every month. But this is okay. January 2020, 19,630 is my orders. For February, same January for 2021, it's 20,480. It shows like this. But can I make a comparison report for this? That's what we are going to do in the next session. Before that, I want to know the trend. For example, compared to January, how was my trend? Whether it's going in upward trend or whether it's going in a downward trend. I want to show it visually. Anyway, by the data I can understand. Compared to 2020, 21 it has improved. From 2021 to 22 it has improved. 23 it has gone down, 31 to 24. And 24 it has increased. 25 it has gone down. Like this, I think it's increasing, it's dipping. I want to show a small visual for this, for every month. I think these are all the things which will be covered in the basics, but still. Select only the January month. Don't select the grand total because grand total we cannot find the trend. Select only the January month. Select only the January month. Go to the tab called as Insert. Go to the tab of Insert. Under the tab of Insert, there is a separate group available called as Sparklines. Chart, we will explore it later. Chart, we will see it later. For this data, I don't recommend chart. I want to compare every month what is my trend. So, go to Insert, Sparklines. Under Sparkline, three types of Sparkline: line, column, win and loss. I recommend to go with line to show the trend. The line is much better. So, go to Insert, go to the Sparkline. Above the Sparkline, there is a line. Click this line. Before that, you should have selected the January month. Insert Sparkline line location. Which location you want this line? Maybe I want this line chart next to my grand total. I want it here. So probably I want it next to the grand total and I say okay. Yes, you can see a small trend line is drawn. A mini chart, a small chart is drawn here. This is for January. As I told, it was increasing, it has gone down, now it has increased, now it is dipping down. And go to the corner edge and copy it till the bottom. So you can see the trend for each and every month. How was the trend for February? How was the trend for March? How was the trend for April, May, June, July? A mini chart, a small trend line, a small trend chart here. If you don't like a line chart, you can make it as a column chart, bar chart, win and loss. Small trend chart, not a normal chart. This is not a normal chart. This is a small mini chart. For a bigger data, if you have many rows, for every rows you cannot create a chart. I think for this you can go for this spark line. Under the spark line, when I select the spark line, there are so many options available on the top on the spark line. Please explore it. Please explore this. If I start this, this will take more time. You explore it. As I told, these are all the topics which we will be covering in the level 1. Now we are in the level 3 training. Level 3 autonomous training. These are all the things which we will cover to the level 1. Very basics of Excel. Okay. If I don't want the spark line, you cannot just select and delete it. Select the spark line, go to spark line. There is an option called as clear. Click on the arrow of the clear. Selected spark line group. So that the entire spark line will get deleted. Suppose if we don't want the spark line. If we don't want the spark line, clear selected spark line group. Selected spark line group. So I have deleted it. Yes. Have you copied? Tag it. Check if you are not able to get it, I will come. Let him check. Online people are they doing it? Done, but nothing. If you are done, very good for online. Challenges are still. Can I come there? Atma. Okay. Now this report is okay, fine. But I want to show a report compared to 2020. How was compared 2021? Whether we have, I can see it has improved, but I want to show it in a percentage. How much we have improved? Whether 10%, 20%, or what is the value we have improved? Between 20 and 21, 1000 has improved. Or percentage wise, I want to show it compared to the last year and this year. Right click on the table again. Right click on the table again. Go to the option called show value as. There is an option available called show value as. Under the show value as, already we have used something called as percentage of grand total. Below that, you can see there is two options available: percentage from, percentage difference from. Percentage difference, sorry, difference from, percentage difference from. This difference from will show it in number. Compared to last year, how many numbers is the difference? 1000, 2000, 100. But this one will show it in a percentage. Compared to last year, how much percentage we have improved, how many percentage we have gone down. So let us go with the percentage. I recommend to go with percentage. Right click, show value as, under show value as, percentage of difference from. But now it's asking, do you want to calculate the percentage based on April month? April month is the base. Based on the April month, do you want to compare other month? No. Based on the previous month, I want to compare 20 versus 21. 21 versus 22. 22 versus 23. So no. So what we do is, you have to select instead of the month, make it as years. And you want to compare it with the previous year, 21, 22. Previous 20, 21, 21, 22. Previous means you can select previous, or you want to have a 20 as the benchmark. 20 is my benchmark from 20 versus 21, 20 versus 22, 20 versus 23. Then you can manually select the year here, 20. But I recommend to go with the previous. I want to compare it with the previous year. Compared to the previous year, how was this year? Say okay, yes. So compared to year 2020, in January, we have shown 4% of improvement. Compared to 21, 22 was 52%. Compared to 22, 23 was minus 22%. We have gone down 22%, we have lesser than that. So then 29%, then 31%, we can see it. So right click, show value as percentage difference from, here you have to select it years, previous. Why 2020 is empty? We don't have any data for comparing because that's the first date. If you have 2019, then 20 will be, but 19 will be empty. So 1 year will be empty. But this grand total is empty because I cannot compare grand total with anything. So better to remove the grand total. Design. There is no option called as remove. Go to grand total, design, grand total. There is no option for off, but you can see on row only, on column only, on column only. What it indicates? The column should be on. That means the row should be off. This row wise, every row, I don't want the total. That should be off. Column wise total 2.52, that is okay. So I say on column only. Yes. Now you are getting the row wise total. Column total is off. Column total is switch it off. Okay. On column only. That means row should be off. Okay. Design grand total on column only. Okay. But how can I bring back the old value? I don't want the percentage. I want the exact value again. How can I bring back the old value again? Right click. Show value as no calculation. Oh. From the afternoon, you did many tasks. Out of this, the next what we are going to do is the easiest of all. Design, report layout, sorry, grand total on column only. Next one, I want it back. I don't want percentage. I want the value back. Right click, show value as no calculation. Old data back again. Okay. Out of so many things which we did in the afternoon, the next is the easiest of all. This yearly monthly report, convert it into a weekly report like this. Convert that yearly monthly report into a weekly report like this. So I want you to convert that yearly monthly report into a weekly report here like this. I want output like this. My final output should be like this. Weekly, what is my total every week? Same report. Already we have yearly monthly. That report has to be converted into weekly. Yearly monthly report, convert that yearly monthly report into a weekly report. A new report, same report has to be converted into same report. You know how many days are there in a week, you can do it. ஒரு வீக்ல எத்தனை நாள் இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சா பண்ணிடலாம். ஆன்சர் ஏன்னு சொல்லி output should be similar to the screen. Every week what is new total. Same grouping. How many days are there in a week? You can do it. Then daily. Check performance. Sir. Yes, sir. Okay, tell me how to do this. Right click, group, then days select panta. You have to remove the month and quarters. Then days is 7. Why this weekly report is not available means some people will ask weekly report, some people fortnightly, 28 days once. Marketing, they will ask for 28 days once. In that case, whatever you want, you can change it here. So it says 7 days, and I say okay. So we got this weekly report, but unfortunately, in my system, it's going by column wise. Column wise. I want it here by row wise. What I can do? Drag this and bring it to the rows. So now we got this weekly report. This weekly report, I want to present this weekly report in a meeting like this, in a webinar, in a seminar, or somewhere else. I want to present this report. While presenting are two things. One is you can present, another one is you can send. Suppose presenting. Place the cursor on this pivot. Go to the tab called as Analyze, Pivot, Analyze. Under analyze, when I go to the pivot table analyze, insert slicer, which we did in the afternoon before the break. This slicer we did it for a dynamic table, correct? That is a dynamic table. For dynamic table you used the slicer. So let us go to the same analyze, same insert slicer. For which you want a slicer, for example, let us select city. I am selecting city now. I selected city and I say okay. Yeah, there is a slicer created for city, Bhopal, Goa, Hosur, Vizag. When I select Bhopal, you will get weekly report for Bhopal. When I select Goa, you will get a weekly report for Goa. Hosur, we will get a weekly report for Hosur. Vizag, we will get a weekly report for Vizag. This is very simple. This is what we have learnt just now before the lunch break in dynamic table also. Same thing is available, but there is one more advantage in the slicer. We'll see that. Now I'll close this, clear the slicer. One more option is available in this pivot table. Place the cursor on this pivot table. Go to the tab called as Analyze one more time. Under Analyze, already we have seen about slicer. Next to the slicer, there is one more called as Timeline. Analyze, Timeline. Click on the timeline and it's asking for which you want the timeline. I want the timeline for date because that's the only column which is date based or time based. Only column which is date based. So select it. Okay. There is a timeline available. Timeline and slicer are somewhat similar. Slicer can be used only for the text values. Timeline can be used for the date values. Now here I have some months. I don't want months instead of the month. For example, I want it by year wise or quarter wise or day wise. For example, I make it as years. So here years are displayed 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Suppose if I click on 2020, you will get the weekly report for 2020. 21, you will get a weekly report for 21. 22, 23, 24. So whatever you select, based on that, the reports are changing here. And you can, if you want 20 and 21, I want 20 as well as 21, you can go to the corner here and you can increase the width of this. So 21 and 20, both will be selected. But unfortunately, you cannot select 21 and 23 gap. That's not possible. So either you can select 21, continuous 22, 23, 24. That is okay. But one day, 1 year here and a gap another here, that is not possible. Even if I press the control key or any key also, that's not possible. You can select only the continuous 2 years. Non-continuous years cannot be selected. Okay. But now, this report is fine. This report is ready. And I want to send this report. I want to send, not presenting. Presenting is very easy. You can put a slicer, you can put a timeline and you can present it. But I want to send the report. Assume I have 4 cities. Okay, Bhopal, Goa, Hosur. Today or tomorrow we are going to see how to combine the sheet. I have 4 different sheets. I want to combine and I want to make a report. That's fine. But now let us see how to split it. These 4 cities, I want to send this report. 4 city, okay, you can filter Bhopal, copy, paste, create a separate report. Goa, copy, paste, create a report. Hosur, copy, paste. 4 cities also it will take some time. Suppose if you have 20 cities, or I have 20 customer, 100 customer, 100 times you cannot create a report. Instead, 2 step. Manually, I can say whatever we are going to do now. Manually, it's impossible. Manually, I will use a single word. It's impossible or it's very, 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 very tough. Place the cursor on the pivot. Place the cursor on the pivot. First step, step number 1. First step. Drag the city. We have something city. Drag this city. Almost I think we have used all the things. We have used rows, we have used sigma, we have used columns. Only one pending is this filter. Drag that city and drop it to the filter area. drag the city and drop it to the filter area. Step number one, first step. Step number one, drag the city and drop it to the filter area. Step one, first step. Step number two, before going to the step number two, please just confirm or verify that in city all is selected. City kida all ni irka, whether there is all available below the city, please check it. If all is not there, only Goa is there, you will get a report only for Goa. Only Bhopal means you will get only report for Bhopal. So please ensure that all is available. If all is not there, just click on the drop down and make it as all. All, make it as all. Make it as all. Okay, I think it's all already available. Place the cursor on the table. First step is drag the city and bring it to the filter area. Second step, place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Go to pivot table, analyze. Pivot table, analyze. Under pivot table, analyze. The first button available, option. Option. If you are able to see the option straight away, okay. But some system, you may not be able to see the option because of your screen size. Your screen size may be somewhat smaller like this, correct? Some system. In that case, you have to click on pivot table. Now you will get that option. If you click on pivot table, now you will get that option, correct? If it is straight away available, okay. If it is not available straight away, click on the pivot table, then you will get that option. But don't click on the option straight away. If you click on the option straight away, this dialog box will open. This dialog box, we already seen it. Right click, pivot table option. Same dialog box. So don't click on that option. There is an arrow mark next to the option. There is a small arrow mark. Analyze. Go to the small arrow mark of the option. Analyze, small arrow mark of the option. Show report filter pages. Show report filter pages. There is an option available called as show report filter pages. If there is no show report filter pages, that means we didn't drag the city to the filter area. If you have dragged the city to the filter area, then go to the analyze, arrow mark of the option, show report filter pages. Click it. It's asking show all report filter pages off. Do you want to show the report filter pages for city wise? Yes, of course I want it. That's it. Just to say okay here. That's all. You have to tell me what has happened here. என்ன நடந்திருக்கு நீங்க தான் சொல்லணும். You have to tell me. Four sheet has been created. Very good. Four cities. Bhopal, you will get only the report of Bhopal. If you go to Goa, you will get only the report of Goa. If you go to Hosur, you will get only the report of Hosur. If you go to Vizag, you will get only the report of Vizag. Four reports was created here. Four reports. So one click, we got four reports. If you have four cities, we got four. If you have 20, 30, 20 reports, 30 reports would have been created. So one click, two steps, we did this. What is the step number one? The original sheet is available separately, that exercise number 03. The original sheet is available here. First to drag the city and drop it to the filter area. Second one is analyze, option, show report filter, pages. Okay. Next we'll see how to send this data as a mail. Anyway, it's not part of Excel training, but I will explain. Okay. Yes. This report is ready. Presenting the report is okay. I can click by city wise, I can click by year wise, and I can present it. And sending the report is also okay. You can send it as a different report. But how can I send this report? For example, this Bhopal, I want to send this report to only the Bhopal city person. I cannot copy, paste, go to Outlook and paste it. Alignment will be a problem, formatting will be a problem. Instead of copying and pasting, let us see how to bring the, for mailing, what is the software you are using? Outlook. Very good. So I want to bring the Outlook to Excel instead of copying, pasting, sending a mail. I want to bring the Outlook to Excel. First, to activate it, we have three methods. First method, method number one, go to this quat. I think quat, this technically we call this as quat. Save, undo, redo. There is a quat area. Quat is quick access toolbar. The short form of quat is the abbreviation for quat is quick access toolbar, the quat. So go to this quat. Two methods. Right click on the quat. There is a save, undo, redo. Right click on the quat. There is an option called as customize quick access toolbar. Right click, customize quick access toolbar. First method. Right click, customize quick access toolbar. The dialog box will open. This is the first method. If you are okay with the first method, then proceed with the first method. If you are not able to do the first method, let us say the second method, method number two. So if you are not okay with the first method, there is a arrow mark available on the quat. Your arrow mark, there is a arrow mark. If you are not okay with the first method, second method, there is a arrow mark. Under the arrow mark, there is an option called as more commands. You can click on the more commands. Second method. Right click, customize quick access toolbar. First method. Second method is you can click on the arrow mark and go to more commands. This also will land into the same screen. This also will land into the same screen here. You can see it shows the same screen here. Second method. If you are not okay with the second method also. Third method. File. File. Options. Go to file. Options. Quick access toolbar. This one. Quick access toolbar. Quat. Same quat is available here. So I repeat the process again. First method. Right click. Customize quick access toolbar. It will open this dialog box. Second method. Arrow mark. More commands. Third method. File. Options. Quick access toolbar. All the three methods will land into the same screen. Correct? Everyone has landed into the same area. If third method is also not okay, nothing can be done. Hold on. Only three methods. Only three methods. Okay. So come to this quick access toolbar. Popular commands. Popular. Popular means frequently, most frequently, favorite commands. Instead of the popular, make it as commands not in the ribbon. Commands not in the ribbon. Some of the commands are hidden in the ribbon. So that commands we are going to use now. Commands not in the ribbon. So these are all the commands which is not in the ribbon. There are so many commands available. So many commands available here. Let me click somewhere else on the empty area. Command's not in there. You have to click somewhere else. Please click it. Don't do somewhere. Please click it. If you are not clicking, it will search only on the top. மேலேயே search பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும். It will not come down. So click somewhere else on the bottom here. And press the first letter of mail, M. Mail recipient. Mail recipient. Please find that option called as mail recipient. If everyone has founded that option, mail recipient only, I can go to the next step. It's done. Everyone. Okay, then click on this, add. Click on that add. Mail recipient, click on that, double click or add it. Either you can make a double click on this or click on the add button. Either double click on the mail recipient or click on the add button, whichever is easier. I will click on add, K, add, and I clicked on OK. Yes. Now you can notice save, undo, redo. After save, undo, redo, there is a new button appearing here. Correct? New button, send it to mail recipient. Click on that send it to mail recipient. You will get two options. Send the entire book as attachment or the current sheet as the message body. Entire book as attachment, that's not required. Entire book we can easily send it as attachment. I want to bring the Outlook to Excel. Send the current sheet as the message body. Select it and simply say OK here. That's all. You can see on the bottom, the Outlook has opened here. Just to give you a 2ID, CCID, subject or introduction and send it. Check, it will be sent to you. You can send it to yourself, you can send it to your team people, you can send it to your friends, you can send it to your neighbors. Send it to yourself, sir. Send it to yourself. உங்களுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சு பாருங்க, அவருதான் அனுப்புறாங்க. Outlook is configured. This is not part of Excel, sir. This is part of Outlook. Send the pivot table. That's one method. Or the particular area. I don't want to send the entire report. I want to send only the particular areas. Also send this selection. You can send only that selected area also. Same sheet don't have this something. Done. Sir. Second. Two option, you should select the second one. Popular comments. Okay. Which is our popular because comments not in the dictionary. Second one. Okay. For all the files, it will be available. Sir, attachment possible to send. There is another. First one is attached. Send to. First will find and first மேல ப்ளே பண்ணியா ப்ளே பண்ணா மேல அட்டாச் பண்ணிட்டா நான் டைப் பண்ணேன் book as attachment. There only sheet not possible to attach book. Sheet means where is that file located. Sheet cannot be. When option is okay. Time being, I am closing this mailing. Let us move on to the sheet number 4. In sheet number 4, from now I am going to give a power play. Normally, who is finishing first will get 6 or second 4. Since the number is large, first 2 sixers, 2 people will get 6 or second 2 people 4. We will increase the competition. So invoice date, city, invoice number, customer, product name, category, cost, unit, invoice amount, payment, receipt, due dates. In a new sheet, in a new sheet, create a report like this. I want you to create a report in a new sheet. Create a pivot. Yearly, compare yearly, customer wise. Yearly customer wise. What is the sum of invoice amount on a new sheet? Create it on a new sheet. Yearly customer wise. Every year, every customer. What is the sum of invoice amount? I want a report should be like this. Report should be similar to this. Yearly customer wise. Every year, every yearly customer wise. Yearly customer wise, what is the sum of invoice? Okay, so first, I don't know whether you convert into dynamic table or normal table. You don't know. And nadula ipo in between, don't convert it as a dynamic table. Let it be starting itself dynamic table or starting itself normal table. In between, don't make a dynamic table. Okay, now the concept must I'll break. Insert pivot table, new sheet. Let us put it into the new sheet. Okay, customer wise, let us bring the customer into rows, invoice date into columns. This is okay. Okay, this is 100% fine. Or you want only years, then what we do? Right click on this and go to group and change it only to yes. That's all. So customer wise yearly sum of invoice amount. So invoice amount should be at the values. After this, we'll see how to bring the top 10, how to bring the aging analysis, and how to make a dashboard. So still another two exercises pending. This exercise is also not over. We'll give some name for this table, sorry, sheet. Because based on the sheet only, you are going to make a dashboard. So let us give some meaningful name for the sheet. Right click, rename, or double click, and I'll give some name. Double click, and I'm saying this is my invoice dashboard. So I'll give a name called as invoice dashboard for our reference. We have given a name. So based on this, as I told, we are going to make a dashboard. Dashboard. After this, one more task which we are going to do, 5 and 6, then we'll start with Power Query. So as soon as possible, we'll try to start. So as of now, please save this file. As he has told, schedule for our tea break, strategic timeout. Okay, so I'm pausing the video. We are going to make a dashboard. Before making a dashboard, just now you have created a report. You have created a report just now that is yearly customer wise what is the sum of invoice amount. You have created this report. We'll see how to make this report as the aging path. After seeing the aging, we'll see a dashboard. Now in the same report, I think we have given some name for this also. Please have this name because based on the name only we are going to make a dashboard. Now in the same sheet, same report, what I want you to do here is this report we have created now. Split this report city-wise in a different sheet. Same report, city-wise, you have to split it into different sheet like this. You can see Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. So on the bottom, you can see here, when I come to the bottom here, There is a separate sheet for Bangalore, there is a separate sheet for Chennai, there is a separate sheet for Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. Like this, I want you to split it by different sheet here. So this report has to be splitted into multiple sheets. Just now you did this. Yes. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, tell me how to do this. First step is city into the filter area, then analyze, options, show report filter. So show report filter pages. Okay. Yes. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. All are coming in a different sheets. Excellent. So come to that invoice dashboard sheet. Invoice dashboard sheet. Come back to the invoice dashboard sheet. Now this report is ready. Here I have only 20 customers. Okay. Suppose I have 200 customers. I cannot show a very big report like this in a meeting or somewhere else. I want to show only the top 10 customers. Only the top 10 customers. So anywhere on this customer table, anywhere this on this customer data, anywhere, it's not required you have to place it on the first or second. Anywhere on this, right click. Anywhere on the customer table, right click. And there is an option available called as filter. Right click, filter, top 10. Filter, top 10. And I say, okay. It's asking which you want, top 10, or even you can make it as bottom 10. Suppose rejection, defects. In that case, you can go to bottom 10 also. So let us go to top 10. Whatever you are learning today, tomorrow also we are going to implement the same thing. So top 10 based on items or based on the percentage, based on items, sum of invoice amount, correct. Then say okay. So you will get only the top 10 customers. Who are all your top 10 customers? Okay, right click, again the ground. That's what we did it, right? Top 10 based on sum of invoice amount. Now, top 10, top 5, top 3, that's your wish. I got top 10 customers now. We are going to create one more report here. And finally, we will make it as a dashboard based on the same sheet. Today, we are going to see based on one sheet. Tomorrow, based on multiple sheet. I can have 10 sheets. Based on 10 sheets, you can create one report. Tomorrow we'll see this. Now we are going to see it by one sheet. So come back to the EX04. I can see same invoice date, invoice city, number, customer name, product, category, cost, units, and other things. Now let us take this due days. Due days. So this invoice was made on 11th, 2 days before. And the due days is 2 days. Till 2 days we didn't receive this payment. Some payment was received, some payment was not received. So due days is 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, it goes like this. So we are going to create a report. Due days wise, what is the sum of invoice amount? Due days wise. Each due days wise, what is the sum of invoice amount? That's the report we are going to create. And we are going to create it in the same sheet where we are going to have the report. Where we already have the report, we are going to create a report in the same sheet. Insert, pivot. How can I bring it to the same sheet? Insert, pivot, then existing worksheet. Voice or pace, it is clashing with the voice. Insert, existing worksheet, then invoice dashboard. Where you want the report? Maybe I want it somewhere else here. You can put it onto the bottom, or you can put it onto somewhere else here. Or if you are wrongly selected the location also, you can change the location. I will tell you how to change the location. Now as of now, I am putting it here. Suppose wrongly I selected this location. Can I move the pivot table? Yes. First let me, for example, I selected this location. Now I don't want it here. Can I move this pivot table to somewhere else here next to this table? Yes. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Move pivot table. Analyze. Under analyze. Move pivot table. Go to the analyze. Under analyze. Move pivot table. Click on that move pivot table. Where you want it? I want it here. So later also you can move the pivot table. Okay. If you wrongly selected a location, you can move the pivot table wherever you want. Now what is the report I want is due days wise, sum of invoice amount. Due days wise. So where can I drag the due days here? I want due days. Drag the due days to rows and invoice amount to some value, sigma values. Very good. So we got a report. 0 days, what is the invoice due? 0 days means it's not due, no pending, we have received it. And 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, it goes like this. I cannot show a very big report like this. People will not get interested to see a very big report like this. So instead, I want to convert this report as the aging analysis. Aging. Last session we did it to create yearly, monthly report. Right click and group. Same right click we are going to use here on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anywhere else, right click, group, or we have a shortcut key for grouping. Did you remember what is the shortcut key for grouping? Alt shift right arrow. Super. Right click group or alt shift right arrow for grouping. When you make a right click grouping in date, it is asking yearly, quarterly, monthly, or some other daily, or it says hourly. But here, starting, ending by. Starting, ending by. Starting. Starting is 1. Don't say 0. 0 is nothing. So starting is 1. Ending, I think 120, 150. Normally, aging analysis, aging stock statement or financial statement, anything. Tell me, how do we give the aging? What is the gap normally? Gap. 3 months, 6 months. Normally, I think people will go with 30, 30, 30, 30 or you can say 10 days, 20 days also. So let us go for 30, 30, 6 months. For example, 180 days or 150 days also, your wish. The gap is 30. That's it. Say okay. Now we got a small report here. 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, 91 to 120, 121 to 150, 151 to 180. Once again, I repeat it, manually creating a report like this is impossible. Right? Early your report looks like this: 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Due days into rows, invoice amount into sigma. Now right click, group. Starting is 1, ending I'll take it as 180 days. Gap is 30 days. That's it. So 1 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 120, 120 to 150, 150 to 180. And this less than 1 is not required. Actually, less than 1 is 0. I don't want this. Two things. You can go to the filter and you can remove that less than 1. Go to the filter and manually remove the less than 1. Or one more method is just to press Control minus. Place the cursor on less than 1 and press Control minus. Control minus is a shortcut key for filtering. To filter a particular value, you can use Control minus. In pivot, normal table, if you press Control minus, it will delete your data. Control minus. Any problem, madam? What happened? The values are different. What about others? All are getting same. You started with 0 or you started with 1? 0 is pending, not a pending. It's you should right click once again and go to group. Don't start with 0. You have to start with 1. 0 is nothing. 0 is no pendings. And place the cursor on less than 1, Control minus. Place the cursor on less than 1. There will be something less than 1 here. It's less than 1. Control minus. Use the shortcut key, Control minus. The less than will be removed. Now, this report, I have made two small reports. One is top 10 customers yearly. Another one is aging analysis. Assume this report we are presenting in a meeting like this, in a webinar, in a seminar, we are presenting this report. While presenting, my end user, my top person, someone or my customer or my head, someone is asking, 150 to 180 days, there are 94,000 pending. Or 121 to 180 days, there are 3,89,000, 4,500 is pending. Can you show me these details? So go to the 94,000. I want to see these details. Double click on this or right click and go to show details. Right click, show details, or double click, whichever is easier. So let me make a double click on this. Yes. On a new sheet, it will show you the report here. So these are all the invoices pending for more than 151 days. So what is the invoice date? What is the city name? What is the invoice number? Who is the customer? So it goes use full detail. How can you check this? Select all the invoice amount and check the total 94,000. Okay. So if you want to show the details of it, double click on a separate sheet. The invoice dashboard is here. On a separate sheet, it will show you the report on a separate sheet. If you don't want the sheet, you can make a right click and you can delete that sheet also. If you don't want it, you can right click and you can delete that sheet. Okay, now let us see how to make this as a dashboard. Time being, I am closing this pivot table fields. I am closing this pivot table fields. Now I have two reports. Assume I have two charts. For example, this report, I want to convert this report into a chart format. Tomorrow we'll see about drilling down of the chart, hierarchy about the chart, we'll see it tomorrow. Now I want this data to be converted into a chart. Many methods. Shortcut key is also available. First one is analyze. Pivot table analyze, pivot chart. Pivot table analyze, pivot chart. Method 1. Method 2, insert pivot chart and tables. Here also you can see charts are available. Insert pivot chart, insert what are all the charts you want, you can select it. Or if you are 100% sure you want a column chart. If you want a column chart, we have a shortcut key for it. Alt F1. Alt function F1. The shortcut key for inserting a new chart. Alt F1. Alt function F1 is the shortcut key for inserting a new chart. Either go to analyze chart or go to insert chart or press Alt F1 to get a chart. So let me press Alt F1. Yes. For this table, I got a chart for this table. For this table, we got a chart here. So place the cursor on the table. If you are not getting the chart, if the chart is empty, that means you didn't place the cursor on the table. You place the cursor on some other area. If you place the cursor on the table, Alt F1, you will get a column chart. Okay. Alt F1 will create only the column chart. Later you can change this chart. Select the chart, design, and you can change it to some other chart type also. Change chart type, design, you can change it to some other chart type. If you want, you can change it to some other chart type. Let it be the column chart itself. As of now, I am having only the column chart. Next, we'll go to one more table here. For this, I want another chart. For this, we want another chart. Analyze, pivot chart, analyze, pivot chart. Maybe I'll put a pie chart or pie chart. I'll put a pie chart. You can create any chart. I'm creating a pie chart. I'm creating a pie chart. Okay. Yes. Now the pie chart is ready here. So tables, I have two charts. Two table, two charts. We have two tables and we have two charts here. Finally, this is the final one. We are going to make this as a dashboard. So I have one table, top 10 customer yearly report, second table, aging analysis, and we have a chart, and we have a line, we have a column chart, we have a pie chart. Now, place the cursor on any one of the chart. Place the cursor on any one of the chart. It's not required you have to place it on the particular chart. Place the cursor on any one of the table. Any one of the table. Place the cursor on any one of the table. And please do remember the name of the sheet. In the sheet or a pair and please do remember this name of the sheet, invoice dashboard. Anyway, if you are not able to remember also, you are seeing it straight away. You are seeing it straight away. So you see, very easy to remember. So place the cursor on any one of the table. Analyze. Place the cursor on any one of the table. Analyze. Go to pivot table. Analyze. Insert slicer. Go to pivot table. Analyze. Insert slicer. This we did already in the afternoon. Dynamic morning also we did it. Afternoon also we did it. Analyze. Insert slicer. For what you want a slicer? Let us take city itself. I'll take city. Okay. Now the slicer is ready for city. Now the challenge is, if I click on Bangalore, I place the cursor on the second pivot table and I inserted the slicer. When I click on Bangalore, yeah, the pie chart is showing for Bangalore. This column, this chart is showing for Bangalore, okay. But this chart is not filtering. This chart is not interacting. So when I click Bangalore, all the visuals should filter for Bangalore. All the four table chart should filter for Bangalore. When I select Chennai, all the four charts should filter for Chennai. So what we do? Select this slicer. After inserting the slicer, select the slicer. Right click on the slicer. Select the slicer. Right click on the slicer. Report connection. Report connection. Right click on the slicer. Report connection. Method 1. Method 2. Slicer on the top. Slicer. Report connection. Both are same. Either right click report connection or go to the slicer report connection. Both are same. Both are same. You can do any one, whichever is easier, whichever is comfortable. Right click report connection, slicer report connection. So let us go to report connection and it will ask which two tables you want to connect. Which two tables has to be connected. What are all the tables available in the sheet? Invoice dashboard. I have invoice dashboard. Go to the bottom. You can see invoice dashboard. in this invoice dashboard, the name invoice dashboard, what are all the sheets available in that invoice dashboard? 24 and 9. These are all the two sheets available in this invoice dashboard. Please select both the sheets. Both the sheets has to be selected. Select both the sheets. Select 29. It can number can be anything. 24, 25, 26. Forget about the numbers. In this sheet, invoice dashboard sheet, what are all the tables available? Select both. Tick. Tick both. Tick both. That's all. Now say OK. Now if I click on Bangalore, yes, I'm getting top 10 customer for Bangalore, aging analysis for Bangalore, column chart for Bangalore, pie chart for Bangalore. We select Chennai, yes, top 10 customers for Chennai, aging analysis for Chennai, and this is for pie chart is also for Chennai. So if I click both, all the four reports are getting filtered. This is how your dashboard should be interactive. If I click one, all the visuals should get interacted. The Power BI also will work. I repeat it again. Place the cursor on some table. Analyze. Insert slicer. Select that city, or you can select the category, you can select the customer, anything. I selected city. Okay. And then right click on the city and go to report connection, or go to slicer report connection. Both are same. Slicer report connection and select both the report 24/9. What are all the report available in that sheet? Invoice dashboard sheet. Okay. Yes. That's what I told. We are going to see it tomorrow. I told you, start பண்ணும்போது சொன்னேன் இதை. Today we will see how to make a dashboard based on one sheet. Tomorrow 10 sheet, 20 sheet, 100 sheet, different files. Okay. Before presenting this report, select the slicer, right click, report connection, or go to slicer report connection. Huh? Select both the report which is available in the sheet. Invoice dashboard la என்னென்ன ஷீட் இருக்கோ அது எல்லாத்தையும் டிக் அடி. அதான் சார் இன்வாய்ஸ் டேஷ்போர்டுன்ற ஃபைல்ல இந்த ஷீட்டுக்கு இந்த ஷீட் அதான் ஷீட்டோட பேர் சொன்னேன். அந்த ஷீட்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய ரெண்டு டேபிள். Okay. Now, before presenting this report, normally I don't like this grid lines. Normally I don't like this grid lines. If you don't want the grid lines, I want to show only the report on the full screen. Go to the view tab. Remove this grid lines. Go to the view tab. Uncheck that grid lines. Uncheck that grid lines. Formula bar time being uncheck it. Later you can check that. Formula bar, I will uncheck it. Heading also I will uncheck it. Three things I unchecked. Grid lines, formula bar, heading. Then go to view tab, uncheck the grid lines, uncheck the formula bar, uncheck the heading. All the three I unchecked it. Now use the shortcut key Control Shift F1. Some laptops you have to press a very big shortcut key Control Shift function F1. Sila laptops. Some laptops F1 may not work straight away. You have to press Control Shift function F1 in some laptops. So Control Shift F1. You can see only the reports are visible. I can create another 2 reports also. I have more space now. No, report, another 2 or 3 reports also I can create. Control Shift F1. Same Control Shift F1 to return back, to come back to the normal view. Same Control Shift F1. After that, please enable this formula bar and heading. Formula bar and heading should be there. This is a formula bar. This is A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3 are all your column, row number and column number. This should be visible where you are normally creating some other. Grid lines is your wish. Actually, I'm not a fan of grid lines. I normally uncheck. Grid lines is this sheet sensitive, only in this sheet. If you go to the next sheet, grid line will be there. But if you remove the formula bar, entire file, new file also, the formula bar will get removed. So please be careful. After removing the formula bar, once again tick that. Tick the formula bar and headings also. You have to tick the formula bars and you have to tick the heading also. Okay? Right. Now, I am going to create one more report here. One more report I am going to create. For example, let us create this report. Maybe let me take the city. City-wise, I want sum of invoice amount. We'll create a small report. City-wise, sum of invoice amount. City-wise, sum of invoice amount. Okay. So let us go to insert. Tell me, I want the report to be created on the bottom of the sheet somewhere else here. And in on the report, I want that report to be somewhere else here. So go to the original table, insert, pivot table, then existing worksheet, select the invoice dashboard, then go somewhere else here. Okay. City wise. Let me drag that city and drop it to rows. Invoice amount, values. So city wise, we got the invoice amount. Simple small report. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai. City wise, I got a report. Now bring it to a tabular form. Can you tell me how can I convert a report into tabular? Design, report layout, show in tabular. Very good. Without tabular, can we do the next one? Yes, we can do that. But if we convert it as a tabular, it's easier. That's all. So tabular form. Now what I want to do is Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. It belongs to the south region. Delhi, Jaipur belongs to the north region. Mumbai, Pune belongs to the west region. So I want to group it by region wise. Overall south region, what is my total? North region, what is my total? West region, what is my total? Normally people will create a formula. If Bangalore, south region, if Chennai, south region. Instead, select Bangalore. Select Bangalore. How do we select it? When you are getting this doctor symbol, you should get this doctor symbol. Then only you have to select. Don't select when you are getting this arrow mark or anything. You should get this doctor symbol. Select Bangalore. Hold the control key. Select Chennai. Hold the control key. Select Hyderabad. I selected Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. Morning from the afternoon we are used to this many times. Right click, grouping, year wise, month wise, number if you make a right click grouping, starting, ending, gap. But the text, right click on Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, group it. Yes. Yes, you can see Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad has been grouped as Group 1. I want to rename it. It's not Group 1. Let us give a name as South. This, I go there and type it and change it to South. These are all the data belongs to South region. Similarly, select Delhi, hold control key, select Jaipur. Select Delhi, hold control key, select Jaipur. Then right click, group. This is for North. Select Mumbai, Pune, right click, group. This belongs to West region. So you can group a text, you can group a number, you can group a date. Date grouping already we have seen it in the afternoon or morning. Number grouping just now a few minutes before we have seen starting, ending, starting at 1, ending at 180, gap by 30, 30, 30. And this is text grouping. Heading also I can change it to region. These are all the region names. So Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad we have grouped as South region. Delhi, Jaipur we have grouped as North region. Mumbai, Pune we have grouped as West region. Okay. So we have seen 3 types of groupings. Text grouping, date grouping, number grouping. Okay. Now what now? ஆகாது. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணோம்? பெங்களூர் செலக்ட் பண்ணா இங்கே பெங்களூர் வரணும் என்ன பண்ணோம்? Report connection. Select this report also. கிளிக் பண்ணா 3 டேபிளும் ஃபில்டர் ஆகும். நீங்க ஒரே ஒரு ரோ தான் வரும் பெங்களூர் செலக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay. Maybe on the down, somewhere else in the same sheet, somewhere else in the same sheet, somewhere else, I want you all to create one more report. I want you all to create another report like this. I want you to create another report like this, for example. Yes. So create a pivot, payment method wise yearly, sum of invoice amount. And then you have to group this. How you have to group this is card payment, NEFT payment, UPI payment should be grouped as online. If the Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, I grouped as South. You have to put this card and card online and other things should be in UPI. Card, NEFT, UPI should be online. Cash and check should be grouped as traditional. And filter this pending. This pending should not appear on my screen. The pending should not appear on my screen. I want a report like this. Yes, sir, I'm coming. Question is there. Create a pivot, payment method wise yearly sum of invoice amount. Group the card, NEFT, UPI online. Cash check as traditional payments. And filter this pending. Wherever it's pending, it has to be filtered. Pending should not appear on the list. Card, left UPI should be grouped as online. So being created. This is the output grade. You have to group it after this. After this, you have to group it. After this, you have to group it. The final output, it's not the final output. Okay. Cash and check has to be grouped as traditional. Cash and check has to be grouped as traditional. Pending, you have to remove it. Or you left it or Here you are there, sir. Here you Okay, let me do this. Insert, pivot, existing worksheet. Maybe I'll put some other location here. Okay, payment method. Let us put the payment method into rows and invoice date into columns because I want yearly. Then invoice amount into sigma. This is fine. Now, better to put it in a tabular form. You can create it is, but better to put it in a tabular. Design, report layout, show in tabular form. Now, you have to help me here. What are all the things? Card, hold the control key, then deft, hold the control key, then select UPI, right click, or the shortcut key is Alt Shift, right arrow, group it. What is the name of the grouping? Online. Then cash and check. Right click, group. This is going to be the traditional payment method. And I don't want this pending. Pending should not appear here. How can I remove it? Control minus. Sorry. Control minus. Now I will close this field list time being. Now let me reduce my screen size for a better view. I'm reducing the screen size now. So I have 5 or 6 reports now. So if I click on Bangalore, will all the 6 report will get filtered now? I want to know. Right click, report connection. What are all the reports available in this invoice dashboard? 24, 25, 26. Already some of the reports are selected. 7 is already, 9 is already selected. Okay. So if I click on Bangalore, you can see all the 6 reports. One report here, one report here, one chart here, one report here, one report. Everything is filtered for Bangalore. Chennai, all the reports are filtered for Bangalore. Delhi, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. So one click, all the 4 reports are getting filled. 6 reports, 4 reports and 2 charts. So like this, you can create any sorts of report, any sorts of any number of reports you can create and you can connect it. Okay. Ready? Pre-hit. Who is finishing first will get a sixer, second will get a 4, third will get a 3. Who is finishing first will get double sixers, double 4, double 3, double 2. In exercise number 5, what are you going to do? Listen to the question and do it later. The question alla புரிஞ்சிட்டு அப்புறமா. First report, I want you to create 2 reports. The first report is yearly rep-wise sum of total amount. Yearly rep-wise. Second report is yearly product-wise. But in second report, filter top 10 products. Filter top 10 products. Finally, insert a slicer for branch. Insert a slicer for branch and connect that pivot. That means if I click on branch 1, both the report should filter for branch 1. If I click branch 2, both the report should filter for branch 2. HO, both the report should filter. So create 2 reports. First report is yearly rep-wise sum of total amount. Second report is yearly product-wise, but in that product I want only the top 10 products. Only the top 10 products has to be filtered. Then insert a slicer and connect the tables. Insert the slicer and connect the tables. Yes, please. Repo is yearly sum of total amount. Second report is product wise yearly sum of total amount. Filter top 10 products. Click on branch 1. All the reports should get filtered. Click on branch 1. Then top 10. Top 10. Only one table. One table. Half day, half day. Pfizer. Pfizer. Connection. Connect another withdraw. You are not connecting. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Top 10 one. Sorry. Hello, brother. Okay. First, one by one, let us do this. Insert, pivot, existing worksheet. I'll put it here. The first report is rep wise. Put the rep to rows, invoice date to columns, total amount to sigma values. This is our report. First report is ready. Second report, place the cursor on the table, same insert, pivot, existing worksheet, which location, maybe somewhere else here. Okay. Next is, I think, product wise. Let us put the product into rows. Invoice date into columns because products are more, years are lesser. Then we have to put the total amount to sigma. How can I get top 10 here? Right click, filter, top 10. Now I have two reports. I have to connect both the reports. Analyze, insert, slicer. For what we want the slicer? Product branch. Okay. Now if I click on branch 1, both the reports should get filtered. No problem. How can I do that? Right click, report connection, select both the report. Okay. Now, with the help of this, one more report in the same area, bottom, right, left, wherever you want. Same report, this tables, based on the same table, I want you to create another report like this. One more report, pakatliye, bottom, right, wherever you want. Another pivot table, delivered days, DAYS, delivered days wise, count of trans ID, delivered days wise, count of trans ID, then group the delivered days. Last session you did it. 1 to 30, 30 to 60, same like 1 to 7 days, 8 to 14 days, 15 to 21 days. And after finishing this, you have to insert a timeline for invoice date. Timeline for invoice. First, insert a pivot, count of trans ID, then insert a grouping, then insert a timeline. Change to yes, question. Yes. Okay. Place the cursor on the table. Insert, pivot, existing worksheet, location. I'll put some location here. Then deliver days. If you understand the question, it's very easy. Deliver days into rows. Then trans ID into sigma. How can I group this? Is right click on the delivered days, then go for grouping. Starting is 1, ending is 63. Gap is 7 days. Okay. Yes. Now, they asked me to insert a timeline. Analyze, insert timeline for what? Invoice date. Then I want to convert this timeline into a years. Now I have 3 reports. சொல்லுங்க. If I click on branch 2, first 2 report will get filtered. This report will not get filtered. என்ன பண்ணோம்? Right click, report connection, select all the three tables. Same like, suppose if I have 2023, all the three table I want only 2023. If I click on 2024, all the three table 2024 has to be filtered. When I select the slide timeline, same process, very good. Right click on the invoice date, this timeline. Actually, afternoon itself I told this. Slicer and timeline both are similar. Right click on the timeline. Go to report connection. Select all the three table 27, 28, 29. All the three table has to be selected. Okay. If I click on 2022, all the three tables 2022 is filtered. 2023, all the three tables 2023, 2024, 2025. Whatever you select, I want to compare 24 and 25. So 24 and 25, select both 24 and 25. All the three tables are getting connected. There is no data. There is no data. Add on or click on it, nothing will be there. There is no data. Normally that one day before, one day after, the greater than, less than la potu vechirukku. Filter la ponina, when you go to the date filter, you'll have something like this. Less than 1126. Again, that is also considering as a date. Always. Less than 2022. Or extra normally it will create. Last and final report, then we'll jump on to the introduction of Power Query. Last and final report, exercise number 6. We have incident ID, we have the plant name. We will come back. Incident ID, plant names, and production line, shift details, event date, and start time, duration, and downtime category. There are some columns available. Based on this, you are going to create two reports now. Two reports. First report, create a pivot. Last exercise, create a pivot. Product line wise count of incident ID, report number 1. First, I will finish up the question. Second report, create a pivot, downtime duration, minutes, and shift wise count of incident ID. But this minutes, you have to group it 1 to 30 days, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 100. So, this is second report. Finally, insert a slicer for downtime and connect it. If I click on electrical, both the report should filter for electrical. Material shortage, both the report should filter. Same like here. If I select on a timeline, January month, January 2025, all the reports should filter for January 25. February 25, all the reports should filter for February 25. I will zoom it to it. Reports you are going to create. Create a pivot. This is a second free hit. Second free hit. Create a pivot. Product line wise count of incident ID. First report. Second report. Create a pivot. Downtime duration, minutes. And shift wise. A shift, B shift, C shift. Count of incident ID. How many incidents has happened in shift wise. And group the duration days. Group it. 1 to 30 days, 30 to 60, 60 to 90. That has to be grouped. Finally, insert a slicers and connect it. Same process what you did it in the last session. Nothing new. Whatever we did in the last one, same thing you are going to do it now. Maybe the data is different. Options are same. Yes. Okay. Insert pivot table, existing worksheet, somewhere else here. What is the first report is line production line wise count of production line sorry shift button production line wise count of incident ID. This is the first report. Second report, place the cursor on the table, insert, pivot, existing worksheet, some other location here. Okay, tell me the second report. What is the report? Second report, answer. Downtime duration. Downtime duration wise, shift wise. Okay. Downtime duration to rows, shift into columns, count of incident ID. So over shift Leo, downtime based, what is the incident happened. This I want to group it. Right click, group, starting is 1, ending is 120, gap is 30. Every half an hour once, in every shift, how many incident has happened? First 1 hour, 11 incident has happened in shift A, shift B, shift C, same like this. And finally, place the cursor on the table, analyze, insert slicer, For what we want to create a slicer? Downtime category. Okay. But when I select electrical, whether all the two sheets are filtered, no. What we have to do? Right click, report connection, select both the report. And one more thing they asked us to do it. What is it? Analyze, insert, timeline. For event date. Okay. Then you have to connect this also. Right click, report connection, connect both. So when I select January, in January month, line wise, shift wise, every half an hour, 1 hour, what has happened here? February month. Only 3 months are there, January, February, March. April, I think only January, February is there. March is not there. So March, April, it will show a error here because there is no data for it. Okay. Almost we have covered all the important feature in this pivot. Before seeing the introduction of Power Query, tell me, is there any questions, doubts, queries of what we learned as of now? Doubts, questions, queries. Everything seems to be very simple, very easy. Pivot table and power queries and power pivots are very, very, very easy to use. Very, very easy to learn. Similarly, very, very easy to forget also. மறந்து போறது ரொம்ப easy. Very easily you will forget it. You would have noticed half an hour before we did it, we would have forgot. You have to practice, 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 and practice. We have to practice more on this. Yes. Tell me before going to the next topic, any other questions, doubts, queries to be clarified? We'll see some other options tomorrow. Count distinct, it will not appear now. After creating power query, the count distinct will appear. Depending right click, when you make a right click, when you go for show values, there is, sorry, summary is there is no count distinct, it would have been graded out. Activate panna, you have to use power query, through that only you can do it. So tomorrow we will create that report. Any other? Okay. We will start power query. We cannot complete it. We cannot go to the next level. We have to just start it. I thought of starting this before the tea break itself. If we started, we would have covered something about power queries. But now we'll just start the introduction of power query. The most important tool. From today, from now, I believe if you have started using Power Query, you will never come back to writing the formulas and functions. And remember, Power Queries are interconnected. If you don't know the step number 1, stop me, ask me there itself. It's not like normal Excel. First step, second step. If you don't know the first step, you cannot go to the second step. It's hierarchy based. So any questions, doubts, queries, stop me and ask me immediately. In the whole day, if you miss one session, then there will be a problem. Excel Marikada, if you miss out one session, you can cop up in another session. Power Query, all the sessions are interconnected. If you miss one, then there is a challenge to understand the next step. So any question, stop me, ask me there itself. I recommend don't miss out a single session also. Right. Now let us close this file. Control W is the shortcut key for closing the file. Don't close the entire Excel application, close only that file. Control W is the shortcut key for closing the file. Now on this source table, we have one more. 01 pivot is over. Now let us start with 07 revenue analysis. 07 revenue analysis. There is a table available. 01 revenue analysis, where I can see some columns: bill number, bill date, region, state, city, payment mode, customer type, amount, discount, total amount, tax, shipping cost, and net profit. This can be an Excel file. Excel file. This can be SAP, ERP, Oracle, or any file. So assume this file, I'm downloading it daily, every month, every week, every day I'm downloading. And I can see there are some few problem in this table. Could you tell me what are all the problems available in this table? This problem in this table is perfectly clear. There are some space. Where do you have the space? Payment mode. There are some payment mode is empty. Maybe we would have not received the payment. That's why the net profit is zero. But still we didn't receive the payment. That's why it's empty. Okay, that's one problem. Or any other problem? Any other problem? Or no, my data is clean. The row is merged. There is a row merged. Okay. Second problem. Any other? Because we didn't receive the payment. Wherever the payment is empty, the net profit will be zero because we didn't receive it. So it's not a profit. Then, any other problem? If I go down, there are some empty rows also in between. There are some empty rows. Right? Okay, we can change. Select it and press Control Shift 1. That will change. That's not a problem, sir. And when you press Control End, you can see my table is ending somewhere else at the Y. Because there are so many empty columns. Because they didn't type, they didn't clear this data properly. There are some empty columns. And remember, how many rows are there? There are 1861 rows totally available. There are 1861 rows are available totally. So this data, we are going to clean up this data. Not using Excel, using Power Query. We are going to clean up. And we are going to do this only once in your lifetime. Lifetime only once you are going to do. Next time when you add the data, everything will be taken care by Power Query. After this training program, what you have to do it is just to add the data. In email future, you have to only add the data. Don't write formulas, don't write function, don't create a report, don't do anything. Do it only once in your lifetime. Just add the data and leave it. Refresh also don't do it because there is an option called a schedule refresh. Power Query will take care of schedule refresh. Everything will be taken care by Power Query. We have to do it only once in your lifetime. That's what we are going to do now. Assume this is an Excel file, CSV file, text file, SAP file, Oracle file, picture, anything. It can be picture also. A photograph also can be converted into data. Only is it should be in a table format. PDF, anything can be converted into proper data. So let me close this file. As I indicated, question, doubts, queries, stop me, ask me there itself. I can repeat it any number of times. Please, 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 please do not hesitate. Basic, silly. A person who has doubt is a fool for that moment. Person who doesn't ask doubt, forever. So don't do that. Already we have lost 16 years. 16 years before this option is available. Still, if you are not using, as I told, that's a very big crime. Email use Power Query. Try to use the Power Query effectively. Morning itself, I told you, Excel usage has become very, very, very lesser. இது எல்லாமே நான் போட்டிருக்கேன் எக்ஸல் போட்டது இங்கே லிஸ்ட்டில் வர எக்ஸல் எதுவுமே நார்மல் எக்ஸல் கிடையாது. எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் பவர் queries and power pivots. Most of the company has started using the power queries and power pivots. After this training program, I recommend everyone to start using this. Okay. So let me close this file. Let us start with a new file. Even I don't want to disturb this original file. Original file can be as it is. I can create a report, drill down many reports we are going to create. Powerful reports we are going to create using the power queries and power pivots. So let me close the file. Control W is the shortcut key for closing the file. Let me open a new file. Control new file. What is the shortcut key for opening new file? Control N. So open a new file, close that existing file, Control W, Control N is for opening a new file. Before I forget, I will give this, normally sometimes I may forget it also. Anyway, all this we didn't cover it today, but the important things are available here. This is the packet size, list of all the shortcut keys of Excel is available. It goes around 8 pages. All the shortcut keys of Excel is available on this. Maybe online people, I'll share it as a PDF. So this is for. You should have it back. Have the extra, return it back to me. If you need something, ask me, I can give you. Extra or additional, after that. You got it? The last page of the shortcut keys. The last page of the shortcut keys, my contact details, my email ID, website, mobile number, YouTube channel, everything is available. On that YouTube channel, already the morning session video is already published. Morning session video, published. It's already available on that YouTube link. The same YouTube link which you see in the last page, MS Office Mate. It's already there. The second session video, I'll try to upload it by today evening maximum. Morning video is already there. Yeah, this one. This is the one which you did today morning. It's already uploaded. Morning Power Pivot and Power Apps for your company. It's already there. Today afternoon session video, I'll try to publish it by today evening. Okay. Right. Please do open a new file or pudu file open. We'll try to cover as much as possible today. If not, we'll try to cover tomorrow also. Tomorrow in depth we are going to see this power queries and power pivots. That means we are almost nearing the Power BI now. If you start using the power pivots and power queries. Now what are we going to do? The 4 workflow. We are going to see 4 workflow today and tomorrow. The first workflow, get. We are going to get a data. Second, transform. Third, load. Fourth, this is the 4 workflows we are going to see today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow you are going to see the 4 workflow. If you come for a Power BI training, I would have said 5 workflows. Get, transform, load, report, and 5th workflow is publishing in Power BI. But in Excel, only 4 workflows. Get. From where we are going to get the data? Now we are going to get the data from Excel. But normally where we can get the data from? Any data source in the world. Any data source. Excel, as I told, Excel, TXT, text file, CSV file, website, SharePoint, anywhere else, SAP, ERP, Oracle, picture, PDF. If it is a table format, picture option is there. Attendance sheet or photo attendance sheet and row wise column wise. It is a row wise column is it will convert as a data. So any data source in the world can be converted into a data here. Second, transform. Transform means we are going to clean up. Today we are going to clean up only one table. Tomorrow multiple tables, multiple sheets, multiple files, consolidation. Every day you will download the data. Just to download it, your report will be automatically created. So for the transforming, we are going to use this tool called as Power Query. Third, loading the data. Where are we going to load the data? Two things. You can load the data into Excel, but Excel is a very big, suppose I have billions, lakhs and lakhs of rows and columns are available. Excel will not handle a bigger data. Excel is not a database. Excel is a data source. If a very big data is available, then you can have the data in Power Query itself. Power Query le data irukla. No need for loading into Excel. No need for loading. We can have the data. That's the best method. That's the best method. Have the data in Power Query. Create a report in Excel. Create a report in Excel. The fourth one is a report. Where are we going to create a report? We are going to create a report in Excel pivot. Excel pivot or Power pivot. Through Power pivot also you can create a report. So this is the fourth thing which we are going to do today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, this is the fourth thing which we are going to do. But in Excel, we have an option. Get. Straight away you can load it. But I don't recommend it. Always follow the hierarchy. Get it, transform it, and load it. That's the best way to do it. Even though there is an option of getting and loading it straight away, please get it, transform it, and load it. The reason is we have an option available to check your column quality. Whether your column quality is right or wrong. To check the column quality, there is a specific tool available in Power Query transformation. So please always transform the data and load it to Excel. Please always transform the data. Okay. Right. Let us do this now. Can I close this? Because this is the four important tools. Be with me. Follow with me. Whatever I am seeing on my screen, if you are not able to see it, stop me and ask me immediately. You can see, you can watch the YouTube link, but you will not understand without attending this. Straight YouTube video, you will not at all understand this. Okay, so here you follow, later that YouTube, use it for your future reference. Okay, now we are going to follow step by step. First, let us go to the tab called as data. Go to the tab of data. Under the tab of data, the first option available, get data. Here you can see, you can get the data from text and CSV, website, table, picture. As I told you, can get the data from picture, other data sources, existing data sources, various options are available. So let us go to get data. From file, so many options, from Excel file, CSV file, XML file, Java file, JSON file, PDF file, folder, SharePoint folder, or database, so many data, SQL, Oracle, IBM, SAP, from anywhere you can get the data. Azure, so many data sources are available. Almost all the data source in the world is available here, online data sources. All the data sources are available. As I told, picture, everything is available here. But now, what are we going to do? From file, from Excel workbook. So go to get data, from file, from Excel workbook. Okay. And browse and select that file. The morning you have downloaded the file, go to that folder and select the file, revenue analysis. This is the file. Correct? All are in the same screen. Then, you know what could be my next step? Import. It will land into the navigator screen. Now we are in the navigator screen. It will come to the navigator screen. On the right side corner, there are four options. Load, transform, cancel. But load and transform is grayed out. It's deactivated. Why? You have not selected the table. So this is your file name and this is your table name. Select the table name. Now the load and transform is activated. Now you have to tell me What I have to do here? There are three options: load, transform, cancel. Out of these three, which I have to do? Transform. Are you sure? Load, load or transform? Transform. I told you there is an option available straight away. Get it and load it. Don't do it. Follow the hierarchy. Get, transform and load it. Don't load it straight away. If there is a error, then it will throw the error. You have to once again come back to Power Query. Power Query transformation are a specific tool to check your column quality. So better always. Tomorrow also I'll ask the same question. You have to answer me rightly. Always follow the transform data. First transform it. So let us click on transform data. Yes, it will land into Power Query now. Power Query ki land ஆயிடுச்சு. It has landed into Power Query. A small warning is, after Power Query, you cannot come to Excel again until you clean up. The cleaning up process, after finishing up the cleaning up process only, you can open Excel. Now you cannot open. I go to open and I try to open Excel. That's impossible now. When you come to the Power Query, you cannot go back to Excel. After doing all the process only, you can go back to Excel. So do all the process, then only you can go back to Excel. So we have landed into the Power Query editor here. So this is our Power Query editor. Yes. Everyone has landed here. All are in the same screen. Yes. What happened? Select the file and transform data, sir. That's all. The screen vandacha, sir. Enna inga varalana at the step panna mudiyadhu. That's what I am repeatedly asking, step by step. Okay, I landed kettu poran. Yes. Shall we move on? Now, on the left hand side, this is your table name and these are all your column names. On the right hand side, there is query settings. I will explain everything. Before that, first, sir, shall we move on? Any problem? Sir, run table sheet name. Table name. We didn't give any name for the table. Not required. Sir, please, faster. That's on our session miss out pandina problem da. Please do not miss out a session. Then there will be a problem. If you want me to wait, I can wait, but don't. Okay. Now, what are all the three things you are going to check here? Actually, you have to check multiple things, but three important things we have to. Transformation means what are we going to do in the transformation? First, in transformation, you have to check whether your data is green. Your data should be green. What is that green? I will explain. What is that green? How to convert that into proper data? I will explain. Second, your heading should be correct. Third, one more thing I will put it here. Green. Either your data should be green, at least no reds. There should not be any red. Green illana kuda parala. If there is no green also okay. Red should not be there. There should not be red. What is that green? What is the red? I will tell you in the next in another few minutes. First, your data should be green. Second, heading should be correct. Your heading should be correct. Third, your data type should be correct. These three important things you have to check. Your data should be green. Heading should be correct. Data type should be correct. Fourth is not mandatory. Fourth is optional. Fourth one is optional. What is that optional? Remove unwanted. Remove the unwanted rows, unwanted columns. You have to remove. If there is unwanted rows, if there is unwanted columns, you have to remove it. Remove unwanted. This is the fourth one. First three things is your data should be green, heading should be correct, data type should be correct. The last one is remove unwanted. Let us see one by one. What is that green? What is the heading? What is the data type? How to remove the unwanted? We'll check one by one. In your data, below the column heading, you can see a line is penetrating here. There is a small line appearing below this. Green with gray. This is what I said. This row, this should be 100% green. At least it should not be red. You will get three types of colors here. மூணு விதமான color வரும். First color is you will get a green. Green is your data is clear, no problem. Second, you will get a gray. Gray means there is a problem in the data, but it can be solved. It can be solved in Power Query. There is one more, red. If there is a red, then there is a problem not in Power Query. There is a problem on your original source data itself. You have to change that original source data, or remove the data, or delete the data, or replace the data. Okay, three things will appear. Now I am getting two things. One is I am getting a green, I am getting a gray. Why there is green and gray? I want to know why there is a gray. In the role again gray. What is the reason behind it? Very simple. Just to go to that green or a gray line, place the cursor over that green or a gray line. Yes. You can see it's giving a message. 973 data are valid, green. 0 are error, red, no red. 27 are empty, gray. That's the reason it is gray. 27 records are empty. 973 plus 27. Could you tell me how many rows totally? 1000. Do you have only 1000 rows on my source table? 1800 plus. But why it's showing only 1000? Unwanted, it has removed it. It is empty. The unwanted space is empty actually. It has not removed. Empty space is 100 after 300. After 300 there is empty space. So it should stop at 300. But it's taking 1000. By default, Power Query will check only with the top 1000 rows. Only with the top 1000 rows. Like a sampling. You are manufacturing some product. Every day you manufacture thousands and thousands. And suppose today I manufacture 10,000 products. Power Query will check only with the first 1000. We have a proverb or Tamil or Paramoli. That's the concept of Power Query. Instead of checking the entire thing, it will check only few thousand. And it will check under the 1000 rows where there is a problem or not. But sometimes it may not be right. First 1000 rows I may get a problem. Sometimes I may get a problem in 2000 rows. Sometimes I may get a problem in 10,000 rows. A different problem. So in that case, better to select the entire table. So then what you do is very simple. On the bottom, there is an option available. Column proofing based on top 1000 rows. Here, click here and change it to column proofing based on entire data set. Now if I place the cursor there, 1818 rows are correct, 42 rows are empty. Now it's giving correctly, correct. But you have manufactured 10,000 product, you are checking only first 1000. Very fastly you can check and you can move to the next product, next option. But if you are checking for all the 10,000, then time out. It will take some time. Same thing here. If you have 10 lakh rows, It may take some time to check all the 10 lakh. Here, okay, 1800 is not a very big problem. If you have 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 million, billion, trillions of rows, then it may take some time to check your column quality. So very database, then it will take some time. This database is very small, so no problem. So you decide based on your data set whether you want to check with the top 1000 rows or you want to check with the entire data set, your wish. But every time I don't like to place the cursor and check how many rows, how many empties are there. Instead, there is an option view. Go to the view tab, under view tab, column quality. There is something called as column quality. Enable this column quality. Just to make a tick on the column quality. So what will happen is automatically below every column, it straight away shows your column quality, because I feel it's very tougher for me to place the cursor exactly here and see it. Instead, if you select the column quality, it will show you how many valid, how many errors, and how many empties. And you can place the cursor straight away here. No need to exactly place it on the green. Okay? To check your column quality. So now we have checked the column quality. There are some greens, there are some grays. We have to clean up this. How do we clean up this? On the right hand side, query settings. There is some, and one more option is also available. Sorry, I forgot it. This is column setting, column quality. But for example, in the state column, I want to know how many states are there, how many empties are there, how many values are there. I want to check it. So go to the same view tab. There is something called as column profile. Column profile. Select the column profile. Yes. So it shows count is how much, how many errors, how many empties, how many distinct, how many unique. Before that, you should have selected some column where we have some text. Don't select the column where we have the number. Select the column where we have the state, or select the column where we have cities. Select some columns. Don't select some empty areas. You have to select the column where we have some text value. I selected the column number 5. Selected the column number 5 and I selected view, column quality. In column number 5, it says 1860's data are there, 0 errors, 42 empty, 21 distinct. What it means, there are 21 city names are available, 1 unique. Unique is my heading. Minimum is Ahmedabad, maximum is Vijayawada. What is that minimum, maximum?
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order. It's not based on your data. Actually, based on data, Noida is having more data. You can see Noida is having 125 data and Chandigarh is having 113. But this minimum maximum is, as he has told rightly, alphabetical. Alphabetically, which is first, alphabetically, which is last. Alphabetically, Ahmedabad comes first, alphabetically, Vijayawada comes last. But I recommend always not to select the column profile. Whenever you want, select it, otherwise, uncheck it, because it may slow down your system speed. If you want to check it, select the column profile. If you don't want, remove the column. But this column quality, you can have it permanently. You can have it permanently. You can have it permanently. Column quality. Okay. Right. Right hand side, there is something called as query settings. If you are knowingly, unknowingly closed this query settings, if you have unknowingly closed this query settings, how can I get it back again? Go to the same view tab and click on that query settings. Click on that query settings so that it will come back again here. Okay. What is this query settings? You can see by default, Power Query has automatically added some 4 steps. After this, after this, you are going to do some activity. For example, I am going to remove some empty rows. I am going to remove some empty columns. Like this, I will do some activity. Whatever the activity you are doing, Power Query will note down all your steps. Whatever you are doing, Power Query will note all your steps. Could you tell me why Power Query is noting all your steps? What is the advantage? What is the purpose? சொல்லுங்க பாக்கலாம். ஏன் Power Query note பண்ணிட்டே வருது? What is the use or what is the advantage? What is the purpose of it? What is the usage? Why it's taking a note of all your steps?
So that it will erase it in upcoming files. What we can do.
So you can undo and redo, and you can modify also. This is available not only in Power Query. This is available in Word, Excel and PowerPoint also, correct? When I open a Word file or Word, I cannot open Excel now. When I open a Word file or anything, whenever you are doing some activity, Word is taking a note of it, correct? That's why you are able to undo. Or undo பண்ண முடியாத reason is because Word is noting it down. You can see on the top, on the save, undo, redo. Next to the undo, there is a button available called as arrow mark. If I click, whatever the steps I did, it's noting it down here. நம்ம பண்ற steps எல்லாம் Word is noting it down. Same like whatever the steps you are doing it, Power Query will note it down. So that as he has told, you can undo or you can redo the activities. First advantage. But could you tell me, in Excel, Word and PowerPoint, how long you can undo an activity? எது வரைக்கும் undo பண்ணலாம்? 5. Only 5. 10. Observe. What he said is perfectly correct. Until you close the file. In Excel and Word and PowerPoint, you can undo until you close the file. But Power Query, you can undo the activity lifelong. It will be available lifelong. Until your file is available, it will be available here. That's the next advantage. What is the other advantages? One is you can undo or redo activity. One is lifelong your steps is available. Anytime you can undo and redo the activity. What is the other advantage? We can see the history. What are all the things we did? We can check the history. Very good. Super. Any other? Any other advantage? Suppose I am adding a new data tomorrow. This data is only 1800 till 31/12/2025. Now I am adding January, February and March month also. Whatever the steps you did, it will be automatically applied to your new data also. So no need for redoing it every time. It is automated here. Once lifetime if you did it, it's automatically applied to your entire database. That's the next advantage of this applied step. There are so many other advantages. We'll see one by one. Okay. That's the advantage and purpose of this applied step. Applied steps plays a very important role. Today and tomorrow we are going to see many things on this applied steps. And whenever you are going to apply a steps, always apply it after the last step. Don't do it somewhere else in the middle. So if you are doing it somewhere else in the middle, your data may get collapsed. So place the cursor on the last step and do it. Let us do some few steps today. Tomorrow we'll see more steps here. Few steps today. First, let us remove all the empty rows. How can I remove all the empty rows? Will Power Query help us to remove it? When I place the cursor here, it is giving there is some empty row. And even it's giving a suggestion for us also. Remove empty. This empty can be removed. But I am not going to use this remove empty. I cannot say always the Power Query will give you the right answer. Sometimes it may give you the wrong output also. So what I prefer is Home tab. Under Home tab, remove rows. Under Home tab, remove rows. There is an option called as remove blank rows. Okay. Go to Home tab, remove rows, remove blank. Why I didn't use that remove blank which is being shown there? When I place the cursor, it shows remove blank. But I didn't suggest it. I recommend to go with the remove blank rows. The cell is empty, that will get removed. But this one, entire row means it will delete. Very good. Superb. So let us go to remove rows. Remove blank rows. Yes. All the blank rows was removed. Okay. Now almost your data has turned into a green. Almost your data is turned into green. Almost, not everything. Almost it has turned into green. And one more change has happened. Empty rows was removed. What is the another change has happened here? On the right hand side, one step is added here. But this I did it, or someone in my team they did it, and they are sending back to me. I want to know what is this removed blank. I didn't understand why they have removed the blank rows. How was my data before removing the blank rows? How was my data after removing the blank rows? I want to check it. It's very simple. Just before the step, just to make a click. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஸ்டெப்ல ஒரு கிளிக் அடிங்க. Yes. My data looks like this before removing the empty rows. After removing the empty rows, my data looks like this. This is another advantage of Power Query. What we have did it. How was my data before the step? How was my data after the step? This also you can check it in Power Query. This you cannot check it in Excel. ஒரு ஸ்டெப் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி என் டேட்டா எப்படி இருந்தது, ஸ்டெப் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் என் டேட்டா எப்படி இருக்குன்னா நம்ம எக்ஸல்ல பார்க்க முடியாது. கரெக்டா? If you don't want the step, you can undo it. Not by Control Z, you cannot use it here. There is a into mark available. Using this into mark, you can undo the last step. One step நீங்க undo பண்ணிக்கலாம். If you don't want it. And I can give some name for the steps also. The stepக்கு ஒரு பேர் கூட கொடுக்கலாம். For my understanding, right click on the step, rename. Right click on the step, go to rename and give some name as you wish. Deleted all the empty rows. I am giving my own name for my understanding, and Purira Mari I have given some name for it. I deleted all the empty rows. Right click and rename, and you can use some meaningful name for it. Tell me, can I load this data to Excel now? Why? Heading is not correct. And when I go to the right hand side, there are some empty columns available. So many empty columns. So first, heading is not correct. Which should be the heading of the table? Bill number should be the heading. Bill date should be the heading. So we have to promote this heading. Two methods to do this. When you do this method, two things will happen. You are going to tell me what will happen. What is going to happen here? First step. On the left hand side of your table, you can see a small arrow mark here. Click on the arrow mark. On this, there is an option called as use first row as a header. Method 1, method 2, method 1, not step 1, step 2. Go to home tab, use first row as the header. Either click on the arrow mark and go to use first row as the header, or home tab, use first row as a header. Don't do both. Two rows will turn into a heading. Two rows will turn into a heading. Don't do it. Do any one. Either use first row as the header, go to home tab, use first row as the header, or arrow mark, use first row as that. Whichever is easier. I think let us go with this. Use first row as the header. Heading was promoted now. Now bill number is my heading. Bill date is a heading. But one more very big change has happened. Could you tell me what is the biggest change happened here? two step has been activated here. One is promoted the heading. The heading was promoted. That's what we did actually. But one more change has happened here. Could you tell me what is the change has happened here? Sir, very good. Superb. What Power Query has did it? It has automatically scanned through your entire document and it has changed this data and it has checked all this data is having a number. So you can see the data type has turned into a number. And here it has checked all the data and the data is a date. So you can see there is a calendar image. That means it's a date. This thing also has to be done. Three things I have asked you to check. One is your green, second one is your heading, third one is your data type. This data type should be correct. If the data type is not correct, you will not get the report properly. Your data type should be correct. If it is not in a date format, you cannot create yearly, monthly, weekly report, which we did today morning. So you cannot create yearly, monthly, weekly report. If it is not in a number, we cannot calculate the sum, average and count. So your data type should be correct. 90% Power Query will detect automatically and Power Query will change it. 90%. Sometimes Power Query may not detect. For example, assume if Power Query is not detected this. Power Query is not detected this as a number. Power Query has not detected as a date. Second option is available. You can give second chance to Power Query. Transform. Select the column. Suppose all this column Power Query is not changed into proper data format. So select all the columns, holding the control key or shift key, select all the columns. Now it's not required, but still I'm saying we are going to use this today or tomorrow. Go to transform. There is an option called as detect data type, second chance. If first chance Power Query is not detecting, we are giving the second chance for Power Query to detect it. Hybrid. Half we are clicking, half Power Query will do it. So the click panina Power Query ipo detect panina. Second chance. Still Power Query is not detecting. Now don't do it. We'll do it tomorrow. Still Power Query is not detecting. Third method. We can take a chance now. For example, this bill number. I don't want the bill number to be a number. I want to convert it as a text. Go to the left hand side corner here. Click and change it to whatever the type you want. Whether you want a currency, decimal, number, text, date. This is the third step, the third method. But the third is not required. Tomorrow we are going to do it, not today. Understood this concept? 90% Power Query will change. If Power Query is not changing, detect it. Still Power Query is not changing. Third, we have to do this. But now Power Query has changed perfectly. So no problem. As of now, no problem. Now tell me, can I load this data? Load panlama. There are some empty columns. Very good. The empty columns has to be removed. As he told, there are so many empty columns. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes. First is Power Query will detect it. Second is you go to the transform and detect it. Third is suppose this bill date is not in date format. I want to convert it means on the left hand side corner there is a option available. Click it and change whatever the data type you want. Third option. Tomorrow we'll see all the second and third. Iniki first is okay. Right? Now you have to remove all the empty columns. What is the best method for removing all the empty columns is? Most of the people will right click and remove and delete. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. The best way for removing the unwanted columns, empty columns, unwanted columns, sometimes employee database, employee email ID is unwanted. You can remove the unwanted columns. How do we remove it? Home tab, choose column. Don't go to remove columns. Don't go to remove column. There is a reason why I am saying go to choose column. Home tab, choose column. Click on choose column. and choose whatever the column you want. Whatever the column you want, choose it. Whatever the columns you don't want, untick it. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. These are all the columns which I don't want. I'm unticking it. Remove the column which you don't want. Check the column. Select the column which you want. But knowingly, unknowingly, தெரிஞ்சோ தெரியாமல் unknowingly, assume I removed this net profit also. தெரியாம unknowingly I removed this net profit also and say okay. Now only I recognize that this net profit was removed. How can you get it back? I want that column. So you have to undo the step. But this is the advantage of Power Query. Left hand side undo, right hand side there is a gear symbol available. Settings. What this will do is you can edit the last step. அங்க ஒரு click அடிச்சீங்கன்னா last step you can edit it. No need for undoing and redoing your step. Wherever you see the gear symbol, this gear symbol is very powerful. Today, tomorrow, we are going to see many things on this gear symbol. So anytime, that's why I asked you to choose column. Remove column, now that column will be removed. Tomorrow I want the column back, now that's very tough. So this is better. Choose column. And I say, okay. So anytime you can select the column, anytime you can remove the columns also. Gray, if there is a gray only, you can find it. And one. Columns we have to check. Gray, sometimes wanted column also we will remove it. Well, we have to check that. No other. I have written it to Microsoft, sir. They told they are working on it. I don't know when they will do it. They are going to edit 100 columns. Which column is empty? Which column is error? I want to note it down. As of now, it's not there. They told it they are working on it. We'll see. Can I load it now? Yes. No gray. Okay. Payment mode. There is a gray in the payment mode which has to be removed. Or instead of removing, instead of null, this payment was not received. So I will make it as cash or not received, pending. Right click on that column. Right click on the column. Replace value. Right click on the column, replace value. Home tab, replace value. Both are same. Right click, replace value. Home tab, replace value. Both are same. But the replacing is case sensitive. So please be careful. So right click, replace. Right click, replace value, or home tab, replace value. Now, case sensitive, as I told, null. Null, all are small letters. So you have to type it as small letters here. Null. Wherever there is a null, it has to be replaced with pending. I think the payment is still pending. So I'm replacing. But unknowingly, I typed a wrong spelling. I didn't type it properly and I said okay. Now I want my correct my spelling. Go to the gear symbol settings here. So anytime you can change it. Any lifetime you can come here and you can change it at any time also. I hope we have cleaned it. Yes, we have to spend a time on Power Query. Lifetime only once for this data. Lifetime only once for this data you have to spend some time. After this, no need for spending. Everything will be taken care by Power Query. After this, if you have cleaned up your data only once, next time no need. Just add the data and leave it. It will be taken care by Power Query.
But what happens in today?
Sir?
For example, this is a revenue file. We are uploading it.
Only this file.
What reference is file? For example,
Report.
for example, we are downloading the data from SAP. We are has something with the date. So if I want to transform it again, how can it be able to
File name should be similar.
say?
Or there is an option called as today I will download the data, tomorrow only download the data. There is an option of consolidation. So today I can load the data, tomorrow I can load it, consolidate, it will create a report. That we'll see
So this
tomorrow.
will take only the input of name.
This file. MR. Oh, those data will not get affected. Okay. The next one. Get transform load. We are going to load it to Excel. Now, the final one here. Out of 4 process, I think we have completed. Get is over. Transform is over. Now we are going to load it. Please watch here. This is the most important step of loading. While loading, there are 4 options of loading. One is you can load it as a normal Excel table. One is you can load it as a normal Excel table. Second one, you can load it as a pivot table. Third one, you can load it as a pivot chart. Fourth one, create only connection. I think first 3 you are aware of it. Table, morning we did it, dynamic table. Pivot table, from the morning we are doing all the pivot table. Chart, morning afternoon we did the chart. Last one is create only connection. What this will do is, your data will be in Power Query. You can just create a connection and you can create a report. I recommend this because Excel cannot handle a very big data. Excel will rotate, Excel will not handle a bigger data. If the data is too large, I recommend to have it in Power Query. Create a report in Excel. Create a report, chart, everything you have to create it in Excel here. But unknowingly I select a table. Can I change it to connection? Unknowingly I created a connection. Can I change it to table? Anytime you can do it. Anytime you can do it. We'll see that. But one more challenge is, if you selected this only create connection, you have to do one more. Add data to data model. If you are importing as a table, நீங்க டேபிளா கொண்டு that pivot போயிடலாம். Pivot table already pivot table. Chart is already table, but only connection. I want to make a report. How can I make a report? So you have to enable this option on. If you are selecting only create connection, you have to select this also. In the fourth option select பண்ணீங்கன்னா add data model நீங்க select பண்ணணும். You have to select the add data model also. If you have created pivot or chart or anything, no need for selecting this. You just select பண்ணணும். But you have selected only connection, then add data model you have to select. You will get practiced before tomorrow evening. Now evening you will get practice. Minimum 10 times we will do this by tomorrow. Practice. We are going to see plenty of practice tomorrow. 100% before tomorrow evening, you will understand this concept. Okay. So now what I am going to do it is, I am going to select this create only connection, add data model. Okay. So home tab. Don't please straight away click on close and load. It will straight away load it to Excel as a table. Don't do it. There is a arrow mark. If you did it also, you can come back. No problem. There is a arrow mark on the close and load. There is a arrow mark on close and load. Go to home tab. Arrow mark of the close load. Close load to. Close load to. You have to select close load to. Home tab, close load 2. After this, you have to tell me what could be my next step. Close load 2. Tell me what is my next step here. So there are 4 options. Which 4, 5 options? Which option has to be selected here? Only create connection. Then add to data model. The wrong is select from. If you are wrongly selected, is there any option to modify? This table just like a table it will come. But what is the use? Already we have a table. Clean up one table, your file size will get increased. But if you want a table also, you can do it. We'll do it tomorrow also. Only connection. Add data model. Suppose I missed this add data model. Unknowingly I didn't select it. Can I select it? Yes, later also you can do it. I will explain how to do that. Add this data to data model. That's it. Now click on OK. Yes. Nothing will happen. No data here. No data. Nothing is there in this table. Table illa, but still the table is available on the background. On the background, your table is available. You can create any sorts of report and chart. We'll see that. We'll see that. But if you are loaded as a table, if you are loaded as a pivot table, I didn't select that option properly. And the window, I didn't select it. I forgot to do it. Can I have a chance to do it now? Yes. Right side, there is a query connection. You can see there is a query connection. Sorry. There is a query connection here. The query connection should be visible. If you unknowingly closed this query connection also, no problem. Go to data, below data, query connection. Below data, query connection. On the query connection, right click on the table, load to. Right click on the table, load to. Now you can select the option. If you have missed some option, select or I didn't select it properly, now you have the second chance to select it. Now you have the second chance to select it as create connection, add data model. Whatever chinna report panni mudichiruvom, we'll see the other features, drilling down and other features tomorrow. How can I create a report for this? If you already have a table, it's very simple. Go to insert and create a report. But I didn't have a table itself. Table illa inga. I didn't find a table. How can I create a report? Very simple. Insert. Arrow mark of the pivot. Now you can see one option has activated. Data model. If this data model is not activated, that means right click load to. You would have not selected this data model. Then the data model is not activated. So once again go here and activate it. So pivot from data model. Before that I close this query connection because pivot will appear. I need some space for the pivot. So I will close this query connection. Pivot table from data model. New sheet or existing sheet. Okay. Now you can see all the columns, revenue, all the column, bill number, bill date, region, state, city, all the columns is available. There is no table here. Excel table illa, but still you can create a report. Suma report create panni I can create a report. Region wise, put the region into rows. And I want net profit into sigma. We got a report. Data illa. Insert pivot table from data. That's your wish. Existing sheet, new sheet is your wish. No, they are the same them. Analyze, action, move pivot table. Pivot is same. No difference. Can I go back to Power Query now? Yes, anytime you can go back to Power Query. Query connection. I have closed it. Data, query connection, or without query connection also you can go back. How to go back to Power Query? Double click on this table name. Double click or right click edit. Right click edit or double click. It will go back to the Power Query anytime. Anytime you can come back to Power Query here. If you want to do such changes, lifelong you can do all the changes here. Right click, edit query, or double click on this, or still if you are not okay, I closed this. Any other method to go to Power Query? Data, get data, then after this, launch Power Query editor. It will go to Power Query. There are many methods to come back to Power Query. We have just started very basics of Power Query. So many things are available in Power Query. We have to see plenty on this Power Query. Even I don't know, tomorrow we will try to complete as much as possible. Maximum, Power Pivot we didn't see. There is one. Have a small recap of Power Query tomorrow morning also, then we can move on to other part. As of now, let me save this file. Save as, file, save as, browse. I'll give some name and save it for the time being. It's an Excel file, normal Excel file. I'll give the same name 07 revenue analysis with PQ Power Query. For my understanding, revenue analysis is the table. Original table is separately available. This table is with Power Query. So with the Power Query, we have saved it. We will use the same thing. One more thing tomorrow also. Tomorrow also we are going to use the same. Before closing our session, any other questions, doubts, queries on Power Query? Data query connection. Any other? Yes. Table and the query connection, right click here. Query connection. What? Query connection right la varudha. அப்போ டேட்டாவை போய் query connection click பண்ணுங்க வரும். பரவாயில்ல சார், டேட்டாவை போய் query connection click பண்ணுங்க. ரைட் சைடுல அந்த டேபிள் வருதா? Change the location, if you change the file name, automatically adding the data, automatically refreshing. Okay, any other? Before leaving the session, so we will try with more doubts, questions and queries tomorrow.